A lot of these black cinema movies that we had back in the day that we idolized taught us to fight for love, even if love dragging us through hell. Dang, Jason Lee, Nikki Baby said he ain't getting another chance.
Gelo could not even face Niki Baby to tell her the relationship was over. He did it via text message. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So you guys remember the story of the rapper baller situationship Gelo and Rashida, his wife, that he just filed for divorce after he left his former baby mama while she was 4 months while she just had their baby 4 weeks. I don't know if you guys remember that story. Let me try and catch you guys up. I'll link it down in the description box so you can go catch up and probably catch up with the story. But yeah, so Jello was with Nikki Baby and they had 2 kids together. Having their second baby was just 4 weeks old when Jello told Nikki Baby that he got another lady pregnant, even though they denied the entire relationship. Fast forward, months later, they got married. Now this side piece now is pregnant, and now the JLo guy has filed for a divorce. Go check out that story. That got a lot of people talking. So right now, Nikki Baby is out at Lee's podcast and she's spilling all the tea and just sharing our own side of the story of how things happen on our end and how things make her feel and where things stand out. And she wanted to disclose how she clocked it that something was going on and how JLo broke off the relationship with her, just her having their 4 weeks old baby. Anyway, guys, let's go check out this interview, people's reaction to this interview, and then I'll come back and share more of my thoughts.
Happened.
Okay, so, I got pregnant, we had the baby, boom, boom, boom. And then, when she was 4 weeks old, he started acting weird towards the end of the relationship. Like, he kept going outside to talk on the phone, and that was what I should have noticed. And I was like, why? This is when he started doing, when Tweaker came out. And I thought he was going outside because I was like, oh, he's talking to labels and this and that. And I guess I should have stopped being so naive. But I'm also taking care of 2 kids, a newborn and my son. So I really feel like I didn't have time to pay attention to what was really going on.
But were you guys fighting at the time? Like, what was it that you think made him feel like it was time for him to go?
I just think that we pushed each other away. Like, we were arguing and, I think it was too much for him. I think that he wanted a family. And then once he was in it, he was like, it was a lot.
But if it was too much for him, why would he leave to go create another family?
I think that he wanted to have fun, and I think it turned into something more than, I don't know, I can't speak for him.
Tell everybody how you found out that he was leaving.
He had a meeting in New York. It wasn't the podcast. He had a meeting in New York for, I believe, with Def Jam, a label meeting. And he didn't text me for like 3 days. We didn't talk, and I'm like FaceTiming him to see the kids. He didn't answer. And then
Was that normal?
No, he always answers, and he always checks on them. And then he ended up texting me, and he's like, we need to talk when I come home. It's really bad. And I'm like, what? And I said, just tell me, because he wasn't coming home for 2 more days. I'm like, I can't just I'm nosy. I need to know what's going on.
Right.
And I'm like, just say it. I was like, what, you got someone pregnant? And he said, yeah, we need to co-parent. I got someone pregnant. Just like that. And I was like.
On a text?
On a text. And my baby is only 4 weeks old at the time. So I was like, what? Like, I just went into like.
Did you believe it, or did you think he was playing with you? Or
I didn't think he was playing.
You knew he was
why would he say that? Yeah, and he was acting weird. I told you he was going outside, talking on the phone. He didn't seem like himself towards the last couple weeks. I felt like he had like something on his mind, but he didn't know how to tell me. So he told me on a text.
So you think he found out about the pregnancy before, and of course was trying to figure it out?
That's why I feel like he was acting weird when I gave birth.
Do you think him telling you on a text versus telling you in person was because he's the type of person that doesn't like to deliver bad news?
He couldn't face me. I know he felt bad. I just had a baby with him. I don't know how he could expect I think he knew I was gonna go crazy.
The baby was how many weeks?
4.
So then did the relationship ever get back to some level of normalcy since he left, or is it still very broken, and where is it now?
I think up until, once again, don't quote me, I think it's been 8 weeks now, 8, 9, maybe around there, that he started coming to see them twice a week for 2 hours each time.
Does he stay in the house with them?
Yes.
And you're there?
Sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm not.
How is that?
Initially, the first couple of times I just left a few times because it's just I feel like it just triggered a lot of emotions for me seeing him. I imagine 3 months not seeing each other, not speaking, no closure. I was so angry, and I'm not angry anymore. He says sorry to me every time he sees me. He says he's sorry.
Do you think he wants that whole thing back?
He doesn't want me back. Even exes from years ago, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Because Gelo, first of all, Gelo, you're the best looking brother. You need to get in the gym a little bit though. I think if Gelo got in the gym and he turned all of that into muscle, first of all, the gay community would be on your ass again. But I think you got over there. I think you was tweaking. You got over there. You had the baby. You saw all the online rah because life was peaceful before you got over there. And then that grass started turning to weeds. And now, because now when you go back and play with your kids are growing up, he's going to see himself and he's going to think about how his dad and his mom raised them. Then then the noise of the tweaking is going to go down. And then now
reality hits.
Reality
and
hits.
And then it's like, I think too, for him, it's like coming back to the house and seeing the memories, the kids, seeing me. I think it's like resurfaces a lot of things.
Would you take him back?
No.
You wouldn't? Even if therapy, because
No.
okay, let me throw this out there.
Okay.
He's been through a lot as a young man. I mean, he had a career that was he was on the way, and then life hit, and then he took a beating. I know you didn't know him. We knew you because of Hollywood Unlocked. He took a beating to the point to where I was always saying, like, how does this guy, whose brothers, all three of the ball, because the dad raised the hell out these kids.
Yes,
they all had promising careers, and he did too. And then he took a hit. He was the best looking one. He had talent. And he took the hit, and then I was always wondering, like, how does it feel to watch both brothers enter the NBA, both have successful careers, both happy, and you're just the brother? So I've been excited to watch his career take off because I'm like, finally, he's getting the vindication of redemption and da-da. But then now you're doing some weird shit with your family. That I see the other part of it, too, where, like, as a man, he had to go through being broken and breaking things up to be rebuilt. You seem strong enough as a woman to go through a process to forgive her man. He's not your boyfriend. He's the father of your kids. You wouldn't give him a chance?
No.
Even with therapy or?
I'm going to tell you why. If he just, left, it would have been one thing. But he had another child. And when our kids grow up, our kids are going to be very close in age. And it's not even about the baby. It's the fact that I don't trust him. I don't know if one day he might up and leave again. He might have another family. I don't know. I will always feel insecure in my relationship. I shouldn't have to feel like that. And I know that my person wouldn't do what he did to me. So I don't think he's the person for me. They wouldn't have handled me like that. They wouldn't have mistreated me like that. It would have been completely different. So I just feel like God wants something else for me.
Do you, so you do believe you guys will get to a place of co-parenting in a productive way?
Yeah. I mean, we're trying. I mean, I definitely feel like, I just feel like, a lot of water under the bridge. Let's just try to be peaceful for these kids. We have a long road ahead of us. They're still very young. And I'm doing my best. I don't disrespect. I don't argue. I don't text him. I mean, we just literally talk about the kids.
It was interesting because when you guys were sitting here, he was so quiet and calm. And I remember wanting to pull more out of him. But
that's how he is. He doesn't really give you that emotion. Even when he comes and talks to me, he says he's sorry to me about what happened. But I'm like, but which part are you sorry about? And he doesn't really he knows he did so much wrong.
But maybe he doesn't know how to articulate it.
Yeah.
Too. I mean, it's
he
not
doesn't,
like, yeah.
But he knows that. I think a part of him knows he can't come back to me too, because he knows he did everything under the sun you could possibly do. What else could he do?
But why wouldn't you take him back, let him leave her the way he left you, and then leave him again? Like.
Jason Lee's interview with Miss Niki Baby was very entertaining. Messy, but very entertaining. He asked everything that he needed to ask. Because when it came to that whole Gelo and Rashida situation, everything was covered. Apparently, this is not Rashida's first time being a side piece. She has, in fact, been a mistress before. She was having an affair with that baseball player, Tim Anderson, and got matching tattoos with him shortly after he had his third child with his wife. Really? And here's the kicker. She covered up that same tattoo with Gelo's name, or like G3. Mind you, she got this tattoo while Gelo was still with Miss Niki Baby. Yup. Now that you and Gelo aren't together, what are you going to cover up that tattoo with? The next victim's baby daddy? I will never understand the women who knowingly know that this man has a family, he has a wife, and they still try to pursue him.
A lot of these black cinema movies that we had back in the day that we idolized taught us to fight for love, even if love dragging us through hell. Dang, Jason Lee, Niki Baby said he ain't getting another chance. He can't come back. And you keep pressing it. My good sis said no. Honestly, really proud of Niki Baby because, like she said, she know her worth. And she don't gotta get back because karma gonna do its big one for her. As we see, it already is. And like she said, the man God has for me wouldn't do me like that. And love is not suffering. And I hate that a lot of the movies we watched growing up made us think that. Like Love and Basketball, prime example. Baby Boy, the brothers, shoot, Brown Sugar, because them people was playing around knowing they want to be together, but getting in other relationships and messing up love with other people. Like, that's crazy. A lot of these black cinema movies that we had back in the day that we idolized taught us to fight for love, even if love dragging us through hell. And that's not how it's supposed to be, because it ain't love you dragging me to hell at all. And like she said, that ain't what God got for me. The person God got for me ain't gonna cheat on me, ain't gonna run me through the mud, ain't gonna have me feeling insecure. And honestly, somebody is only gonna treat you how you allow yourself to be treated. So you have to know your worth. You gotta stand up for yourself, and you have to really set them boundaries. And if you say something, you gotta be about it. If you say, if you do this, then I'm out, then you really gotta walk away. You really gotta leave. Because once you give somebody a sliver to show them that your boundaries can be stepped over, they're gonna keep walking all over you. So please don't.
Nothing's worse than the slow karma. The slow karma, right? Not the karma that comes fast. And when you like, yeah, I'm happy, it's only been a couple of months, they deserved it. It's that slow karma that lets the person build up their happiness, right? Lets them build up thinking that they're better than the next, right? Lets them build up to, I'm the shit, to get knocked down through karma. Y'all gotta humble yourselves, okay? Humble yourselves.
So I watched the Jason Lee interview he did with Miss Nikki Baby on the Zeus Network. Jason Lee, you did an amazing job, I must say. And I can tell from the interview, Nikki has always wanted love. She always wanted romance. And she thought she was going to have an amazing relationship with Gelo because they did have 2 amazing children. But she touched on something that broke my heart. She told him what her deal breaker was, which was him having a relationship and a pregnancy outside of their relationship. And he did exactly that. He got someone else pregnant and was a coward and never fought for their relationship, never came even face to face to tell her that he wanted out of the relationship. And I want to say that men that do that cheat on the woman that has their first son, their first child, their lives will never be great. They will always be reaching for something and they will never reach it. Because if you could do that to the woman that bore your first son, no one will ever allow you to prosper. The Lord will never allow you to prosper.
Could you imagine being 4 weeks postpartum, you and your man just had a baby, y'all got the white picket fence, the big house, we're talking about marriage, like we're in La La Land, everything's great, just for him to text you, not call, not come home, text you while he's out on business and tell you that, hey, I accidentally got another woman pregnant, so yeah, we're gonna have to co-parent, and when I do come home, it's to get my stuff. I'm not gonna be staying. Oh, and mind y'all, the girl that I got pregnant is the same girl that everybody was speculating that I was messing around with, and we swore up and down that no, we don't know each other, and the girl's playing the fifth. I don't know him, I don't know Nikki Baby. Like, this is so crazy. You guys are putting this allegation on me, and he's denying it just to find out. Not only did you sneak off and get her pregnant, but now you guys are at the altar getting married just a few weeks after that. And that is why she lost him the same way that she got him. Watching this interview of Nikki Baby telling like how everything played out with her and Gelo, it literally gives me chills. It makes my stomach sick because how could you do that? Like, it's already foul enough that you move foul with Nikki, but you have kids involved. Like, you're bringing children into this. Whole time, if they would have never like exposed this, we would have thought that, damn, what happened to Gelo and Nikki Baby? Whole time he was out here being a demon. That's what happened. It's crazy because I feel like his dad definitely gives family man. He definitely gives like active dad. So where's the court? Like, how is this happening? Like, how is he like thinking that this is okay? Hearing Nikki like explain everything that she went through and how it affected her, like, I know that this is going to affect her for the rest of her life, whether it be, you know, a positive outcome, you know, made her stronger, all that type of stuff, or a negative. I don't know, but I know that this is forever going to resonate with her, as it should, because your life literally got flipped upside down. So unexpected though. Clearly karma don't miss, because now Gelo and that same girl are divorced, and she hasn't even had the baby yet. They couldn't even make it through the pregnancy before getting a divorce. So that being said, I hope Gelo knows that karma is definitely coming for him. I hope he's ready, and I hope that he's ready to reap everything that he sows, because baby, the way that you out here doing these women, yeah, yeah, she's gonna get you good.
All right, y'all. So I just finished watching like a small clip from the Miss Nikki Baby and the J-Lo situation. Now, I don't really keep up with them, but I did watch her podcast. And let me tell y'all something. The way God is about to do that girl, J-Lo, going to be something nasty, okay? And I just seen a clip of him devaluing her on the red carpet. I think it was from like last month or something like that. But y'all, I'm telling y'all, When you do dirty stuff to people, God will start attacking you in every way possible. God will start attacking you through your finances. God will start attacking you through your health. God will start attacking people in your family, okay? God will attack you in so many different ways, and it's not going to stop. Let me tell you when it stops. Let me tell you when God stops attacking you for stuff is when you take accountability. When you don't really put in your mind that you did dirt on you to another person, or when God knows, like people are like, oh yeah, God knows my heart. That's true, right? And when people say that, I'll be like, be careful what you saying God knows. Yeah, because God knows your heart is desperately wicked, and that is the scripture. Okay, let me tell y'all something. The way God is going to literally hand that girl Gelo her ass, I'm telling you, things like that, when people do stuff like that, especially when you think it's funny and you think it's like a laughing moment, let me tell you, because Miss Nikki Baby is so cool about it. From what I've seen, the few clips, she's so cool about it. And when you have that coolness and calmness, God is going to show her, that girl who thought she probably was winning, God is going to show her. He's going to, and it comes very subtle. It's stuff that gets broken down bit by bit by bit. And you might think for 1 second your life is going cool, everything's fine. And when I tell you he's going to bring the whole house down, because let me tell y'all, the way God places destruction in your life, it's never going to be instant. It's never going to be instant, okay? It's going to start off small, and then you're going to be like, life is not going so well, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be small. Those small things lead to bigger things, okay? And then it's going to be one day that not only the man does the same thing, he's going to do the same thing to her, but it's going to come at the worst possible time of her life. And she's probably going to lose her mind because of it. When you play dirty, God is, I'm telling you, he's going to humble her so bad. Y'all keep on watching. Keep on watching.
I don't know if you guys saw the interview between Miss Nikki Baby and Jason Lee, which I think Jason Lee did an amazing job. But something that she said stuck out very, very, very big to me. And she said she'll never get back with Gelo Ball because she knows that her person will never do to her what he did to her. Her person will never sit here and leave her with a 4-week-old baby girl and cheat with another girl, and then next thing you know, the girl is pregnant. And the way that she carried that interview was such a boss. Like, she is such a boss. I'm telling you, she gave the fan because she never spoke down on neither of them. She just told her side of the story and what happened to her. She handled it very classy. You could tell that she's hurt. You could tell that she's upset. I mean, who's not going to be upset? You live with a man. You've been with a man for something years. And then next thing you know, he gets another girl pregnant. And your baby's 4 weeks old. I mean, anybody would have lost their minds. But the way that she's handling this is so classy. You don't see her on the internet. Yeah, she's going back and forth saying little things here and there, but from what I see it is she's defending herself, because that other girl, Rashida, who Gelo Ball already filed for divorce, like, girl, what did you think was gonna happen, Rashida? You think that you was gonna take this man from this woman and you were just gonna have a happily ever after? That's not how it works. How you get them is how you lose them. Ladies, if you meet a man and he tells you I'm married or I have a girlfriend or whatever, leave that man alone. If a man tells you I have a 4-week-old baby, leave that man alone. You don't have to sit here and indulge with that man because it's never going to be a good outcome. Look, now Rashida's pregnant. Gelo filed for divorce, already probably looking for his new victim. And Miss Nikki Baby won. She won in this situation. Yeah, she's hurt. Yeah, she's upset. She's going through it. I get it. But she's still a boss. She's always had her own money. She has 2 beautiful kids. And she has her career and she has her life, but she kept her dignity. And that's what she kept saying in the interview. Like, my dignity, who I am as a woman, is not worth, letting all of this get to me and go on the internet and crash out and do all of this. And she's handling it very well. I don't know, she's just such a boss to me. And I know that she's upset and I know that she's broken, but it's the way that she's carrying herself. Like, the other girl is crashing out. She's doing stuff that Miss Nikki Baby should be doing. Miss Nikki Baby's the one that got left with a 4-week-old baby in a house, thinking that she's about to marry this man and have the beautiful life that every woman wants. Because at the end of the day, we all want that. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how independent you are as a woman, how strong you are as a woman. Every woman wants that. Everybody wants a man that they can call their own and be happy, and the kids and the house. Every woman wants that deep down. And to think that you found your person and for him to break up with you via text message, like, Gelo Ball, that's another video for another situation. That the way that he did her was just so crazy. If you haven't seen that interview, go see that interview because I think they did a great job.
Anyway, Please let me know what you think about the interview and how she handled the interview down in the comment section. Go ahead and share your thought, and also people's response. What do you think about people's response that we just heard? Go ahead and share your thought. But please, as always, keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Excuse me, guys. For me, I like I like the way Nikki Baby addressed everything in the interview and how she spoke about the relationship. You could see that it wasn't like she has moved on. Like it's somebody that knows exactly what she wants, how she wants it, and she's moving accordingly. The fact that a lot of people will say, "Oh, maybe I could get back to him because of our kids," but she's standing 10 toes on business, saying that no, because my person um will not treat me that way. But the truth is that a lot of the time when it comes to relationship and the dynamic about relationship, and this is where like I feel like a lot of women learn when it has already happened to them. Most of the time when other women share their story and talk about how sometimes some of these men, how they move and how they sometimes they always feel, people always feel like it will never happen to me. It can happen to me, or maybe that woman didn't take care of him well. That woman didn't love him well, and all that. But the truth is that a man that is going to stay in your white is going to stay in your white. And as ladies, this is why I'm like move accordingly. And for her, I feel like it's a lot tolerable because she has her own money, so she can move the way she wants. She doesn't have to depend on him and all that. And for me, that kind of bruised men's ego, because at that point you know that you can hold her to ransom. But also the fact that you share a child with this man, you're stuck with that man in life. That's what I like. That's it for me. Like once you have a child with a man, that is it for you. You're stuck with that man. Even when you don't ask him for money to a certain level, he will want to have access to the kids, and they will be having access to you. But let's talk about Rashida for a minute. The way Nikki like really addressed it, and the way he Gelo handled the entire issue, you could clearly see that this is a man that does not have his own balls in order. Just saying. You guys know I don't like cursing, but I'm just saying like because clearly like you are messing around with someone, the public caught it up and say, you know what, this is the person you're messing around with. Both of you denied it, and then the she got pregnant. You could not face the mother of your children that you all both of you are living together to let her know what's up. For me, anybody that are coward enough not to own up to what they've done and face the consequences, for me is like I can't even trust you, because you can't even chest whatever you're serving. Because if you can chest it, then you should be able to sit down face to face and have the conversation. But the fact that he had to wait for him to be out of town to send a message, like, bruh, please, please. Anything you want to say it with your full chest. Anything you want to do, say. And this is like one principle I live by in life, is that anything I'm going to do, I'm going to do it with my full chest. If you get to know about it, what I will say in your front, I'll say it in your back. Like, I don't, like, if I can do it, I should be able to stomach it and like, yeah, I did it. But the fact that you can't even face yourself or face the person that you're doing so much dirt to, like, come on. And for ladies, when you see a man move like this and you think that you're going to be different and you think your situation is going to, it can be slightly different, but you get it at the same cup, because that's who this person is, and this person has showed who he really is. But you choose to give them the benefit of a doubt and allow them to treat you the way who they are again. That's just what I'm saying. But anyway, guys, you guys let me know what you think. Rashida girl, you did yourself dirty doing that to yourself, getting married to him, getting pregnant, and now he has left you. That's the thing. A lot of women feel like they are the exception. But no, girl, you're not. Let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section. Go ahead and share your thoughts. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl, yeah. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.